Literally just sat down to edit we're leaving in like 7 days, and this is what we're dealing with. I'm trying to edit my AC removal and I lost the footage because I filmed it last week when it was 65 degrees out, and here we are. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? This is crazy. I have no idea if we're even gonna get out of here. We're headed to the Redwoods. Let's go inside here. All right, let's see how this works. I'm back. Welcome. More marginal content. What have I been up to? Well, in spite of me doing a voiceover right now, or in addition to, I should say, I've been working on a couple video projects. Unfortunately, ones that you won't see. Well, maybe I'll throw a little bit of stuff in here. It's not super spicy. My friend Kate wants to start building her social media empire. And as much as I cautioned her against it based on my limited experience, she convinced me to come down and do some filming. So she's going to be doing some kind of nature hikes. And by the way, if you're a fan of the channel or you've ever watched any of my videos, one of my most recent ones a few months ago was last fall. We went on kind of Kate's mushroom picking adventure. Well, she kind of liked what she saw, and so we went out today and she gave a guided tour of a local
little world up there,
kind of suburban nature park here in Oregon City. And so that's what I'm headed home from, is after spending a couple hours with her and her group, and which was super fun. It's always like adventuring with people in any sort of forest situations, always cool. But Kate has a depth of understanding of all things mushroom, lichen, general plant knowledge, variety of things. Super fun. So that's what I did today. I've still continued to work on the Casita. We are less than a week, maybe a week. It's Sunday. So I think next Sunday we'll be wheels up, headed for the Redwoods. Or hopefully not wheels up, I guess, technically. We're going to be driving to the Redwoods, towing the Casita, look for stuff on that. I think day one, we're going to cruise down to Coos Bay, Oregon. We'll spend the night down there. We have Kate's parents we're traveling with my friend and Kate and her husband. And so we will be headed down there to do overnight there. And then it's on to the Redwoods, where we have, I think, a week's reservation at a local kind of RV camp or campsite of some sort. So look for some content. It'll probably be poorly shot in, again, my marginal kind of way. So, but more to the point, what have I been up to? I have been shooting some video, just so you know, as bad as the content you see is, there is content that I never publish because it just frankly doesn't turn out. So some of that's occurred. What did occur is, and I did video this, and if you're watching this video, this is what this is about. My air conditioner, so in the Casita Spirit, and I believe that's what we have, is a Casita Spirit of a certain vintage. Ours is a 1999. They didn't use a roof-mounted air conditioner, which I'm fine with. Oh boy, have I made a mistake or what? This is where the air conditioner used to go. This is what I got to fix before we set off on vacation. You can see the shelf is not supported up here. They originally put kind of like one of those apartment window style air conditioners in. And sorry, you're not on a good mount here. Anyway, we had this air conditioner installed. And basically what I'm talking about is there's the coat closet next to the bathroom. Any nerd watching this is going to be like a Casita person, so hopefully you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, in our Casita, that coat closet is not the full height of the trailer. It's cut off, a foot or two above the floor. And then there's a window mount air conditioner down there, like just your standard apartment style one. Well, I could tell when we bought the trailer that had been replaced, and it didn't look like a factory install, let's put it that way. And so, but the air conditioner looked pretty contemporary. I didn't test it out because it really didn't interest me. But as I'm prepping the trailer to go on this trip, it occurred to me that I should, hopefully this thing doesn't like fall out or whatever. Well, as I kind of messed with it, the boards that they had used to mount it basically came apart in my hands. And keeping in mind, This is not a trailer with like water damage or anything. This is just, they use cheap kind of cardboard based panels to install this thing. So I pulled that out, and as you're probably aware, you pull one thread on that old sweater and the whole thing kind of unravels. Well, that's what I'm getting to. We had this air conditioner in there. I figure out that the panels that are there to mount it, I think at the time, are pretty janky. So I pull that out, and then pretty soon I'm like, well, what's this? You know, one thing's leading to another. Well, they had installed the air conditioner. No kidding. Our air conditioner was balanced. It's not a leaf blower. It's like an exhaust fan, but it's like one you buy at Home Depot, sitting on its side in the, turned on its side, air conditioner on top of it in that cubby. And that was the mounting. That and one thin steel strap, like you'd use to strap down your, what do you call it? Like a water heater strap, like a seismic strap. Well, anyway, that was the whole mounting of my air conditioner. It just pulled right out. And so I was like, oh, well, I really don't think Casita designed it this way. But as I pulled it out, I was like, well, we're not going to be doing a lot of hot weather traveling. Do we really need this? And then on top of that, we don't have a generator, and nor does my power station have the juice to run an air conditioner. So realistically, when we camp, in many cases, it will be off grid. And again, I'm not a big generator guy at this point, so I took the air conditioner out, and lo and behold, I revealed a bunch of potential storage space under there, which is awesome, right? Thumbs up. So I got to work. What I did is, I always want to leave things so that if I make a mistake, I can come back and correct it. So I did reframe that penetration into the fiberglass, so that in the future, should I want to reinstall an air conditioner, it shouldn't be a big deal. However, I put some carpet in the bottom of that compartment. I built an aluminum kind of insert so basically there's venting in this compartment, in which actually Dana and I have already been talking. This could turn into a battery compartment very easily, because if you own a Casita, they come with basically a golf cart battery. I mean, it's tiny. So anyway, it has these big penetrations. It has a large vent in the front of the trailer. It has a side vent, which is baffled pretty well, and then actually has venting on the bottom of the floor. So I needed a way. The grate on the front of the trailer was the big thing. When we bought it, obviously used, it's a 25-year-old trailer, I constructed a marine grade vinyl kind of cover to go over the outside, but I wanted to put a little bit more, I don't know, not permanent certainly, but more substantial block. So I used an old piece of aluminum that I had, may or may not have been an old road sign that I cut out, and used that to block from the interior. And then I just kind of used lag screws to screw it to the grate, which is over that penetration. So creating maybe a little bit more weatherproof barrier to that storage thing. And at this point, it's framed up. It's kind of is what it is going to be going forward. We'll see how permanent that is. I'll certainly publish any results, but that's what I've done, is I constructed that storage area. On top of that, I didn't video it, unfortunately, but I did repack the wheel bearings. I think there's plenty of videos out there. We have buddy bearings on our trailer. I didn't really want to trust that, and I had one wheel that was a little loose. So I took that one completely apart, drove the bearings out, re-greased them, reinstalled everything. That's probably not something you want to do if you don't kind of know what you're doing. Like I used a bearing press, which I have, to press the rear bearing out of the deal, because you have to have a seal remover, and it's a process. But I got it all reinstalled. It appears to be fine, and we're off to the races. But again, this is just a quick update as to kind of what we've been doing. I did if you haven't checked your spare tire, you should do that. I took my spare tire off the Casita and figured out that it's about 15 years old, but it's still holding air. So, I mean, we're going to roll with it for this trip. But as moving forward, we're going to be upgrading and replacing the tires in the Casita. So we'll see I have a specific idea behind that, which is probably going to involve a larger tire that is not a trailer tire. I probably, well, you'll just have to watch that video as to what my thinking is on that. But look for a tire upgrade shortly, assuming they make it through this trip. Because before I upgrade the tires, there's some other things I want to do, which is going to make this more off-road capable. Not like super duper Patriot campers off-road capable, but more like, think gravel road capable, and to raise the clearance of it just a little bit. So we'll see how that turns out. But I did take the spare tire off. It's still holding air, still got good tread. However, it is an older tire, and that's kind of where we're at. I think my mind's going a million different places because there's all these little projects that I've done to the trailer that I should have probably published, but we're continuing to sally forth again. I just got kind of motivated this afternoon in that I'm driving home. I got an hour to kill, and I'm super excited to help Kate publish some of her content. She's busy hunting and pecking away on her computer right now, trying to learn the ins and outs of editing, which is a whole thing, or it's challenging for me. But Kate is editing her own video. I think I have the footage, it's digital, so whatever. I may take a stab at doing a little bit of editing on her stuff and see kind of if she likes it or not. But she definitely has a perspective, and she is a big personality. So when I figure out what her YouTube channel is, I will certainly let you know, because she is, again, a wealth of knowledge and a really good friend. So as always, I hope you have a great week. I hope you found something interesting in this video. There was a little bit in it for everybody, and we will see you soon. I hope you have, a good day. I think I had a tagline in there. Maybe not. But anyway, hang up the phone. We're done. I'm going to go back to my podcast and continue on my hour-long drive home. I just thought I'd take a minute to shoot this. Have a great week. Bye. Oh boy, have I made a mistake or what? This is where the air conditioner used to go. This is what I got to fix before we set off on vacation. You can see the shelf is not supported.